So, what have we got? Well, this is how the satellite picture looks for this afternoon. You notice that we got lots of sunshine now coming across many southern parts of the country through Wales. We've also got it coming across Ireland as well. Some really good spells of sunshine, and that's lifting temperatures quickly as well. Incidentally, you see that kind of scallop feature in the cloud across Wales, across northern England and across Scotland as well. That's actually what we call wave cloud, and it's indicative of the atmosphere being quite stable. So basically what that means, without getting too technical about it, it means that we've got warm air at high levels and the wind's hitting high ground. It can't get over that warm air, so it kind of bounces and it reverberates, and what we're actually seeing there is that reverberation in the atmosphere. But you notice how that sunshine is spreading its way northwards. It's getting better all the time and things are improving all the time. So it is looking hopeful that things will be pretty good as we go through the coming days. Okay, so what is happening? Well, this is the forecast maximum temperature. Now, I'm just going to whiz through these. If you're a Weatherweb Premium member, then you'll know that you can get these charts from the site, from the Weatherweb Pro site. So you go to Weatherweb Premium, then you go to the Pro Model site and you'll get these charts. So this is the forecast maximum temperature for today, and it's going for 23, 24 degrees across southeastern parts of England. Notice the cooler weather across the north. Now, as far as tomorrow is concerned, things warm up. This is the chart for tomorrow afternoon. This is maximum temperature for tomorrow. Notice the orange colours have spread across central and eastern parts of England, and we're seeing temperatures here of sort of 25s and 26 degrees. But across more northern and western areas, yes, it's cooler. We've got the greener colours there, but we're seeing temperatures of 18, 19 degrees. Then into Friday, still warm. We're still looking at 26, 27 across the southeast. Cooler still across Scotland, northern England and Ireland. Here temperatures 15 to 18 degrees. And then into the weekend, well, we've got fine weather lasting across many parts of England and Wales and Ireland too. Temperatures between about 21 and 24 degrees. Still cooler in Scotland and Northern Ireland, 17 to 19 degrees there. And even into Sunday afternoon, still got warm air across the east on Sunday. But look how those green colours have come into the west, and just notice that we've seen that big fall off in temperatures across western areas, with temperatures there at around 12 degrees. We've got 14 degrees across Ireland. Now, big change into Monday, because that's when we get cooler air coming in, and we see temperatures then slipping away on Monday. We're back down to between about 12 in northern Scotland, around a 17 across southern and eastern England. So it looks as if the fine weather is probably going to be lasting, or at least the warm weather is going to be lasting through into the weekend and into the early stages, well, the very early stage of next week, before things then cool off as we go through Monday. So it's not the early stage of next week, I mean through the weekend. And then things cool off as we get into Monday. It's not going to be all plain sailing though. We're not going to be seeing fair weather all the way. We are going to be seeing some cloud around. So let me just show you the forecast cloud amounts for the next few days. So this is the forecast cloud through this evening. White shows us where there is cloud. Black shows us where there isn't any cloud, or where there's forecast not to be any cloud. So this is how things look as of now, as of this evening. So you notice how through the course of Thursday, just bits of cloud across England and Wales. That is essentially sort of half to less than half of the sky covered. Across Scotland, across Ireland, more cloud there, lying down the band of an old front. And then into Friday, lots of sunshine around through the course of Friday. You notice clear skies, plenty of sunshine for many of us, just bits of cloud further north. So Friday actually looks to be a glorious day. Saturday is looking as if there's more sunshine as well. But you notice Saturday evening, that cloud developing across the Midlands, across northern England and across parts of Scotland. That's indicative of the chance of an isolated heavy shower developing during the course of Saturday afternoon. Now, don't read too much into that. I think it's just a chance of on Saturday afternoon. So they'd be very isolated, but it could just be that the temperatures of the day trigger an odd isolated shower. Elsewhere, still, we've got a fair amount of sunshine around. Now, Sunday sees thickening cloud from the west, You can see that moving its way eastwards during the course of Sunday. Clearer skies then following in across Ireland and then across the rest of the UK overnight to Sunday. That's that cooler air moving its way in during the course of the day, and then it sets us up on Monday for a mix of sunny spells and also showers. So this tendency towards things breaking down at the back end of the weekend looks to be one that we can probably accept. Now, if you're thinking perhaps of heading off to the coast, just a couple of things to be aware of. There will be bits and pieces of low cloud affecting the coast, I think, headed into the weekend. Nothing too severe, and it certainly wouldn't put me off, but I just think, just be aware of that. There could be a few mist and fog patches around, but hey, temperatures are going to be pretty good, and if you just head half a mile inland, things will be fine. But trust me, this is going to be a good weekend by the looks of things, or a good end of the week and a good weekend really to try and make the most of what we've got ahead. Now, going beyond that through next week, the indications are that we are going to be seeing things probably getting more into an average state. So let me just show you these charts. This is a little bit technical, but stick with me. This is the what we call the 500 millibar charts running into next week, and you see that you can just see the UK there in the middle. These go in half-day steps. So the chart that you've got in the middle of the page where it says 3 days, that's the chart valid for Saturday. You see that U shape in those lines off towards the west of the UK? Well, that's unsettled weather. The N shape in the lines to the east of the UK, that's the fine weather coming through. So let me just scroll on down and I'll show you that by the time we're getting towards day 8.5, which is marked on your chart there, that's actually the chart for next Thursday. Notice the lines have become straighter across the UK. That's actually the jet stream moving in. Now, what that means is that things become more mixed. I'm not going to say unsettled because I don't think it's going to be unsettled. It just means things become more mixed into next week. And with a westerly flow, you'd expect temperatures to be around average. But just notice here that we get a flow then turning slightly more, instead of being directly across the Atlantic in a westerly direction, we get a flow, and in fact, it's just right below me here. That chart that you can see there, you notice how the flow just becomes a little bit more from the southwest, and it does that into day 12.5 and then through to 14 days. So that takes us up to 2 weeks today. So that's Wednesday, the what date is that? Is that 2nd of May or 1st of May? Anyway, it takes us up to that date. That little change in shape means that things may try and settle down a little bit once again. But you notice that that U shape in the lines is still towards the west of Ireland, even by day 14, so even in 2 weeks' time. Now, what that says is that western areas of the UK are likely to be more unsettled, eastern areas of the UK are likely to be more settled and also warmer. So I don't think it's across the board that we see this fair weather come in. We've still got lots of question marks around it, but there are signs there that things may well just start to pick up again towards the end of the forecast period. And just finally, I'll show you this chart. This is the 15-day temperature forecast for Manchester, and it's the red line that we're interested in here. You see the date across the bottom of the screen there, and those dates across the bottom of the screen there are telling us that the temperature, the red line there, telling us that temperatures are falling away. So you see the mild conditions that we've got running into the early part of next week. The red line kind of goes up and down like this, and then we see that fall off look by the time we're getting into the early stage of next week. So Monday, notice how that temperature line dips and then picks up again around about the 27th. So that's the cooler air coming in, and then things starting to pick up once again through the middle to the latter stages of next week. So, wow. So much to tell you about, so much going on, and so much sunshine and warm weather ahead. Yes, I know there'll be the odd place that won't be as sunny through this weekend, but for the majority, it is going to be, and it's going to be warm as well. Now, we'll keep you up to date through the usual social media channels. If you're not following us through Twitter, through Instagram, through Facebook, these are the addresses that you need to know. And of course, we're updating all the time across at weatherweb.net. So that's the weatherweb.net page, and it's via this page where we do all the video updates. You get the 2-week planner updated 3 times a week. We've got the fast forecast, which is updated every single day with detail for the next 5 days. We've also got on there the look ahead, which talks about the weather of the coming weeks and months, and we've got our musings, which is our written forecast, and you see there that we're already talking about the rest of the summer and also how May looks like shaping up. And then you can join the Weather Wise guys as well, where we explain why the weather is doing what it's doing and try and give you a little bit of an insight into the life of a forecaster and what we're looking at. And we've got our month ahead and seasonal forecasts on there as well. So loads and loads of information there for you, loads going on here at WeatherWeb as well. Just looking, I noticed, Andy, that you made a comment there about 500 millibar charts. They're fantastic, aren't they? Absolutely brilliant charts. Andy Hardy, one of the weather school stalwarts, and I think you learned a lot from that, didn't you, Andy? So great to see you online this afternoon, and thanks for your comment. Saturday does look promising. If you're going to go to Bembridge, it actually does look pretty good for you, Andy. Let's just get back to the Saturday chart. Where were we? Bear with me just a second. Let's have a look. So we go there. If we go to the Pro Model site, and we'll bring up the chart for Saturday, and in fact we'll zoom in a little bit on the UK. Look, let's just bring up the chart here for Saturday and just skim our way through. Yep, certainly looking good. Just got to watch out, Andy, for the risk of these storms. The GFS wants to make something big of them. You've got to watch out for this because you don't want to get caught out by thunderstorms. At the moment, they look a little bit further north of you, but just watch out for that. You see them there by 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. There they are by Sunday evening. So just got to watch out for that risk. There's just that question mark on how things develop as we go through the course of Saturday. Okay. Whatever you're doing, I'm going to leave you with that for now, unless anybody's got any other comments that they'd like to add in. I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. And also, just to make you aware that if you want to add comments later on, please feel free to do that as well. I'm just having a look here just to see if there's any additional comments coming in before I sign off, so do bear with me just a moment. Let's just have a look. Chris, you said no sound, but I'm not having any reports from anybody else about no sound, so I'm assuming that all is okay. I will leave you with that for now. Okay, whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to follow our social media links there. Have a great afternoon, enjoy the fine weather, and bye for now.